Hey, Adam here with a simple and fast review of the SEESII Cordless Stick Water Transfer Pump. We're going to open it up, show you what it looks like, test it out, and of course let you know whether or not it's worth buying. All right, so as we get this out of the box, comes pretty well protected. Comes in multiple parts and pieces here, which we'll assemble. This is going to be kind of position for, I think, the battery. This is one of the batteries. That'll be 21 volt, 4000 mAh. This is going to be the main stick. And this will just kind of assemble. Pretty sure this will screw in at some point. We'll have to figure that out, how that all goes in. The extension cord to connect these two items. Does come with a hose that has a one side is going to be a connection hose and the other is going to just be kind of an outlet hose. Couple sorted pieces here, power cable to charge the battery, and another battery here. So while we're at it, we'll kind of show you. Batteries will plug in right up there, and looks like comes 3/4 charge on each, and of course instruction manual. So we're going to go ahead and assemble this, and then we're going to test it out. So my purposes are going to be twofold. I'm going to demonstrate this kind of pumping water from a bucket to water some plants that are pretty far away from my house. But this is also going to be mostly used as an emergency scenario where if my sump pump breaks down because of water not or losing power or something like that, I want to be able to connect this to a hose and be able to pump water into out of my house essentially. So we're going to demonstrate the one where it's not emergency focused and show you how it works. So I'm going to showcase a couple things real quick as we demonstrate this. First of all, this extends. All you got to do is unscrew this to extend it, but for my purposes I don't actually need to extend it. I'm going to be kind of demonstrating how to water this bush when I'm absolutely nowhere near a hose that plugs in. Now the point being is I have a long hose here, so I've got a 50-foot hose that I'm going to be exiting, and really, like I said, I'm going to be using this for two purposes. I want to make sure that it can take water out of my sump pump 50 feet away and still pump with some decent power. So this does extend, and this will pop off right here, and if you need to extend so that you just put this main piece into a body of water and you don't want to be standing in that water, that's an option. For my purposes, I don't need it. I do have a battery hooked up. It is waterproof, I believe, with this box, but either way, we're going to just kind of turn this thing on by pressing the power button, and I'm going to kind of just showcase, again, it's going to run through 50 feet of water before it really starts kicking in. And before we start hosing. So I just want to kind of let you know exactly what's going on. So I'm going to turn it on. And I can already hear it starting to pump through. It's going to take a little bit, probably. And your seal may not be perfect. Just work on that on your own. But here comes the water starting to pump out, which is nice. So again, this might not be the fastest pumping, but again, this is 50 feet of hose. So honestly, what I would do is just condense the hose to be like a 5-foot hose, which I'll kind of demonstrate in a few minutes here, because it's getting the water out, which is great, but it's not necessarily going to do the job that I would hope it would do. But again, if this gets the water out like this at this speed, it's more than good enough for me, actually, because in the emergency situation, it's going to get really good. But also, I could kind of just let that sit and water things at a decent pace. So I actually really like this. I am going to test it out with a smaller hose real quick just to see if that changes things. All right, so now this is a stretchable, expandable. I think it's like a 25 footer when it's all done, but it probably won't expand unless there's a lot of pressure, which I don't expect it will be. So this should be give me a good idea, kind of exactly what's going on. Oh, see, that's, yeah, a much nicer shot. The other one, 50 foot, might have been a little bit collapsed as well. I think that's, or kinked at certain spots, but this is awesome. This works really fast, most importantly. It's taking the water down from the bucket, pretty standard Home Depot bucket, and doing a really great job. So this thing is totally awesome. I'm totally pumped up about the watering capabilities and the emergency situation capabilities. So definitely worth buying. Hopefully this review helps, and thanks for watching.